Good afternoon again. I need to go over a few things about the anticipated weather over the next few days.
Oh. The weatherman says it is supposed to snow the next 2 days.
Yes, I have also seen the weather reports.
So, what is it you need to go over with me?
Here at the world's largest telecommunications company, when there is adverse weather, our policy dictates that all employees make a reasonable effort to report to work.
Understandable. I am sure you can imagine things can get crazy on the roads though.
If you are commuting to work in your personal vehicle, you should anticipate longer than normal commute time and should leave earlier than normal to ensure you arrive on time. As an employee, you are expected to report to your usual building and/or office at your predetermined/regular start time.
Well, I understand reporting to work is very important. However, even if I leave 2 hours before I am scheduled to be at work, it is possible that I may be delayed or unable to make it into work on time.
Whether you are coming to and from work, please drive safely. If you do not believe that you will be at your assigned location at your scheduled time, you are required to notify the presence hotline.
But what if I am in my car on my way in?
If you are in your car and you feel it is not safe, do not call. In lieu of a call, when you get to your work location, report your tardiness to a manager immediately.
So, what you are saying to me is be safe driving to work in the unsafe road conditions?
Yes. We, the managers at the world's largest telecommunications company, feel that employee safety is a priority.
That is good to know. My only concern is what happens in such a case where I must call in if I am not able to report to work, or if I show up late due to this weather.
Under very intense weather conditions, absences and tardiness are excused in very limited occasions. As an employee, you should remember that such absences and tardies are not paid and are not secured.
So, if I attempt to drive into work and show up late due to weather, even if I leave 2 hours before my scheduled start time, you are saying that such a tardy would be counted against me?
Yes. If you remember, there was a previous manager that worked here before who said, if you show up on time, you are late.
This policy is quite unfair to those of us that make the attempt to arrive to work on time, but are late due to actions that are totally beyond our control.
Remember, you can always check the weather with the local news media and also with the National Weather Service. Also, here are some helpful tips on traveling from the State Department of Transportation and Public Safety.
Has anyone ever suggested to you all that there is a lack of common sense to some of these policies? You were asking me to come to work in unsafe weather conditions, and if I arrive safely, if I am tardy, it will be placed in my attendance records.
If you don't feel safe, you may need to stay in the office if you do not wish to travel on the roads. Just remember, it would be a violation of the company workforce policy to sleep at your desk or in any of the common work areas. Keep in mind, you must maintain your appearance in accordance with call center workplace regulations while in the office, or you may be sent home to change. Also, you may not use company equipment for personal use unless authorized by a member of management.
You are not serious about staying here in the office, right?
I am quite serious.
So, I just want to make sure I get this all correct. Either I travel in unsafe weather conditions and may possibly incur a mark on my attendance, or I can stay in the office for the night, but must sleep in the break room in a chair or in the bathroom in a stall.
Correct.
There is no sense to this line of reasoning.
You should remember, if it makes sense, we don't do it. That is all for this meeting. Don't forget to put this time into Ernie.
What should I click on in the list? And how much time should I input?
Why don't you ask Gerald what he put in for his meeting?
Never mind.